Welcome to battle number 4 of week number 3 of the FNF Victory Road Draft League Season 3. This battle is going to be pitting Sir Roland's team, which is New Era Justified, versus Kiwi's team, which is 3 Wishes. The Mega Pokemon in this battle actually will not be appearing, and then we have Z Any Gardevoir and Z Attack Kyurem Black respectively. So, really interesting. Looking at some of the Pokemon here, this is going to be a pretty slow battle. I think we're going to see a Trick Room strategy utilized by Sir Roland. He's bringing Trapinch, which he recently acquired. I'm really curious to see how he uses Trapinch. Of course, Reuniclus and Luxray also utilizing Trick Room nicely, so I think we will see a Trick Room from him definitely. Kiwi does have some slow Pokemon though, and Stakataka could be a big problem for Sir Roland if Sir Roland decides to run Trick Room, because Stakataka just murders things in Trick Room. So that's going to be the Pokemon that I think that Roland really needs to take down if he wants to successfully utilize the Trick Room strategy. We also have Masquerain, which if it sets up a Sticky Web could actually end up benefiting Sir Roland if he's going for Trick Room. And Jirachi, which of course can go for some flinches. Kyurem Black also, really strong Pokemon on Kiwi's team. I think he's just going to go for a more generally offensive position using Sableye and Masquerain as support mons. So let's jump right in and see what these two decide to go for. In terms of leads, I'm going to guess that we see Frostlass and Masquerain. So we do see Frostlass, it's 50% Frosty, and we see Achilles. So the taunt is up, we have no more taunts. Taunt to prevent taunt. Of course, Prankster Sableye, very useful versus Frostlass as a lead. Frostlass probably wants to switch out at this point. Not sure what wants to switch in. Nothing really wants a knockoff, but we see Luxray come in. And indeed, that knockoff is going to remove the Flame Orb. That's going to make it harder for Luxray to go for some sweeping with that Guts boosted attack. Sparky still can hit pretty hard, but it doesn't want... Well, actually, it doesn't mind being Will-O-Wisped. Like, that would be like, okay, thanks, I don't need the Flame Orb after all. So... yeah, actually Sir Roland probably switched Luxray in to take that potential Will-O-Wisp and try and benefit from the attack boost from Guts. Of course, Luxray does hit really hard still, even without the attack boost. I'm thinking we might see a Wild Charge. And nothing really wants to take a Wild Charge on Kiwi's team. I'm guessing Kyurem Black could actually come in at this point. Actually, Stakataka comes in. Blocky Balboa gets the Crunch, which does 16%. And in comes Dirt, question mark, the Trapinch. The Earthquakes get hit, it does 57 to Trapinch. Who's faster? Actually, Blocky Balboa is a little bit faster, so one more Earthquake will be enough to take down Trapinch, who is shiny. Dirt, the Trapinch, goes down to that second Earthquake, and there's that Beast Boost, increasing Stakataka's defense. So Volcanion comes in, Wee-Woo the Volcanion to hit from the special side, so that it doesn't have to attack Stakataka's increased defense, which is going to be very hard to break through now. Sometimes Stakataka runs... oh, and the Flamethrower hits. The Earthquake is going to hit, dealing 50% to Wee-Woo. The Flamethrower actually not doing that much damage. I was actually expecting a Steam Eruption to hit for super effective, but the Earth Power is going to be enough to take down Blocky Balboa. I think that maybe he was predicting a switch into something else, maybe Kyurem Black. But now the score is even. It's a 5-5 with a slight HP advantage for Kiwi. Very sad to see Trapinch go down. I really wanted to see what Trapinch was going to do. It would have been cool to see Trapinch sweep in Trick Room against Jirachi and Stakataka. So we see Tatsuya, the Kyurem Black, come in to face Weewu, the Volcanion. And Tatsuya, I believe, may run Earth Power, which will be enough to put a very large dent into Volcanion. I'm not sure what Volcanion can do to hit Tatsuya pretty hard. The dragon typing makes it hard for Volcanion, unless it has like Flash Cannon maybe, but I'm not sure if that's the case. And Kyurem Black actually might go first anyways, so Kyurem Black's definitely going to be the one to beat for Sir Roland. Very solid Pokemon on Kiwi's team. Very tough to take down. So Frostlass is actually the one who comes in to take that Earth Power. It does 38%, and 50 Cent Frosty is sitting at 62% now. Sableye comes in. Aclees, the Sableye, getting Thunder Waved by Frostlass. Of course, we might see another knockoff, so there's the Taunt from Sableye, and again, no Taunt is allowed after the Taunt. So Ice Beam is what Frostlass opts to go for, Sableye being paralyzed. It has leftovers attached. Another Ice Beam is going to bring Sableye down to 22%, and there's that knockoff taking down Frostlass, and Aclees is now at 28%. Luxray comes in, and Sableye is paralyzed. I'm assuming that was going to try... it was going to try to recover, but down it goes to the Crunch from Sparky. The score is 4-4. Tatsuya comes in again, probably to threaten with Earth Power. Earth Power in general just looks very good in this matchup for Kiwi, and down goes Luxray to an Earth Power. The score is 3-4. Might see Gardevoir. No, Mochi the Reuniclus, a reference to Edgar's Reuniclus from Season 2. What will Mochi decide to do, though? I'm curious. Might be a Calm Mindset, maybe. If it's especially attacking Kyurem Black, it might not do that much to Reuniclus, who is free to set up. Reuniclus does have to worry about Jirachi, because unless it has Shadow Ball, it's not going to be hitting Jirachi for very big damage, and Jirachi will be able to take advantage of its low speed to deliver a bunch of flinches upon it. We actually see the Z move come out. That's going to be a Gigavolt Havoc. That does 82% to Mochi, who goes for the Trick Room, and now Trick Room is up. Mochi will be going first instead of Kyurem Black. If it has recovery, it might be able to recover out a little bit. Of course, that Z move hit really hard, but it goes for the Flash Cannon. It's going to do enough to take it down to 45, but down Mochi goes, and the score is now 2-4. Volcanion actually looks like it's going to have a lot of fun now in this Trick Room. It hits everything pretty hard, and likes going first. So it has 3 turns to unleash Havoc. Can it take down Tatsuya, who is at 45% now? I think it all depends on what its moveset is. Kiwi can switch out into something to anticipate one of the moves, like for example switching into Typhlosion to take a fire move. But it's actually Akicha, the Masquerain, taking that Flamethrower. It's going to bring it down to its Focus Sash. 2 more turns of Trick Room. Pretty much any move can be used by Volcanion at this point to take down Masquerain. Masquerain was able to buy some time for Kiwi, however, because now, after Masquerain's down, only one more turn of Trick Room, and outside of Trick Room, Volcanion is rather slow, so it can be outsped by something else on his team. He's going to have to decide if he wants to risk sending in Kyurem Black, or if he wants to sack Jirachi or Typhlosion. So Kyurem Black is actually the one who comes in. I think a good choice, considering Gardevoir still is alive, so Kyurem Black would struggle later anyways. He just needs to hang on to Jirachi, in my opinion, because Jirachi is going to be extremely hard for Gardevoir to take down. Once Trick Room runs out, Volcanion is going to have trouble taking out Jirachi. In comes Myflosion, the Typhlosion. The score is 2-2, still an HP lead for Kiwi. Not sure what Typhlosion's going to do versus Volcanion, considering Volcanion resists fire very much. But that Jirachi that Kiwi has waiting in the wings is really going to be what I think he hangs on to at the end to try and win this. So Roland's gonna have to decide. So he goes for the hidden power. There's a Steam Eruption taking down Myflosion, and the score is now 2-1. Jirachi, hope the Jirachi. Volcanion barely hanging on. If Jirachi can take down Volcanion, Jirachi can Iron Head Gardevoir, and that might be the game. Iron Head does not kill Volcanion, though. It does flinch it. One more Iron Head will be enough to take down Volcanion. And there it is. That final Iron Head takes down Volcanion, and Gardevoir is the last Pokemon. Trick Room, the Gardevoir comes in. It's a 1v1. If Gardevoir is faster, it could go for Shadow Ball, but Iron Head's going to hit first. 16% on Gardevoir, who flinches, and that, unfortunately for Roland, is the match. You hate to see the flinch happen, but you have to remember with Jirachi, flinch is actually more likely than not flinching. So there is that final Iron Head taking down Gardevoir, and the score is 1-0, a victory for Kiwi. Very smart of him to hang on to Jirachi till the end. Volcanion really was something that Sir Roland needed to hang on to, but he had no way to set up another Trick Room with Gardevoir. I think the only thing he could have done was maybe send in Gardevoir to Typhlosion to take that hidden power, set up a Trick Room, and then die, and then Volcanion would have been able to sweep. But really close match, really interesting one between these two trainers. Kiwi's going to advance with that 1-0 victory, 3 wishes, over Sir Roland's New Era Justified. And tune in for some more Week 3 matches coming up. There's quite a few today. Until then, this is Noel from Hypno Slumber Party, and I'll see you for the next matches.